Hey, what's up, Facebook? What's up? I'm going to wait for Facebook to come on and build me an audience. How are you guys? How are you guys? Come on in. Tag and share, tag and share. I wanted to jump on real quick before I went into my one-on-one session. Tag and share. How are you, people of God? How are you? How are you? How are you? Listen, I need you to come in tagging and sharing. Come in tagging and sharing. I feel, people of God, that I have a word that it's going to bless. Come on, somebody. Somebody on tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm believing God to do the unexpected. The Bible says where two or more are gathered, he is in the midst. So come on in, people of God. I'm believing God to do something great, to do something miraculous, to open your eyes to some things on tonight. Come on, people of God. Come on in and tag and share. Come on in and tag and share. Come on. I don't know about you, but I'm in a season, watch this, where I'm just at a place in God where, God, I need you to move like never before in my life. Come on in, people of God. We are in a season in the middle of a pandemic where God is showing us who is for us and who's not for us in this season. So I'm looking for my taggers and sharers. I'm looking for some people that are going to come in swinging. I'm looking for some people of God, who are going to come in tagging and sharing, saying, I needed this live on tonight. I need to be encouraged on tonight. I need a word on tonight that's going to close the mouths of my enemies. I need a word on tonight that are going to direct my path. Yes, I see some people asking, did I just jump off Pastor Damien's live? Yes, I was on there, but I still have to come and bless my audience after. So hello. Yes, I am Dr. Shakira McFadden. Listen, I'm so used to saying evangelist. Y'all, listen, the titles, I'm telling you, I thank God for them, but I can be Shakira McFadden to y'all. I'm so humble. So listen, come on in, tagging and sharing, people of God. Come on in. I got a word for somebody on tonight. I need y'all for just a quick 120 more seconds, for 2 more minutes, to just tag and share like crazy. Come on, what my taggers and sharers at? Do you know, watch this, that just you tagging and sharing is better than a seed that's put in the ground? I don't know about you, but I'm in a season where I not only want God to bless me, but bless everything connected to me in this season. For about 60 more seconds, I need y'all to help me bombard heaven on tonight. I need some people who are going to come in agreement with me to tell the enemy, I ain't never scared, devil. I know you caught me with my head down, but you had no idea that I was praying and trusting God in the background. Come on, I need some people who don't mind saying, come on, you do dirt on my name, but you had no idea that I was a seed. Come on, who am I talking to on today, people of God? Come on. Come on, just 30 more seconds. Thank you for tagging and sharing. Thank you for tagging and sharing tonight's message. People of God, is watch this. Be careful. God is saying in this season, you better tell some people who've been treating you wrong to be careful. It's something about those 2 words that are so powerful. Watch this, people of God. In this season, you don't even got to respond to your enemies. You don't even, watch this, got to go back at the one who's slandered your name, who's lied on your character, who's tried to put you down. Come on, somebody. When all you tried to do was be there for them, God said, just release 2 words. Be careful. I need somebody to type that thing in capital letters right now. I want you to comment below. Be careful. He said that, watch this, in this season, your enemies better tread lightly. They better watch who they are messing with in this season. God have watched you stand back and humble yourself while you allowed on. God has watched you sit back and allow people to treat you any kind of way. Come on, somebody. He's watched you sit back and try to humble yourself. Watch this. When there were times where you wanted to react a little differently, but God is saying in this season, all you got to do is release a word to your enemies, and the word is be careful. You are in a season, people of God, watch this, where God is about to close the mouths of your enemies. You are in a season, people of God, where God is about to, come on, somebody, do something to people who have mishandled, watch this, your heart. It's something about when people mishandle your heart. It means that You didn't expect them to do what they did to you. It's something about when people have mishandled your heart, people of God. It means that they blindsided you with the way they came at you and your character. And God is saying all you got to do and say in this season is be careful. A lot of people feel like you're a fool or they think you lame because you have not watched this in their eyes, caught up to their foolishness. They got no idea you were sitting back, humbling yourself. They got no idea that you was focused on the assignment more than the assassinator. They got no idea, people of God, that you was believing God, watch this, to handle the mishaps in the background. So where they thought you were a fool, I always tell people, sometimes you got to play the fool to the fool. You got to make the same people who feel like you stupid and don't understand how they really feel about you. You got to act crazy to the same people who think you are crazy enough to not know how they really feel about you or how they see about you. God said you got to play the fool to the fool, because when you're moving in the background, it's something about prayer that can go places, watch this, that you can't go in this season. We want to jump on everybody. We want to fight everybody. And God is saying, you don't need another mugshot. God is saying, you don't need to risk losing everything. God is saying, you don't even need to do anything back in return. He said, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. All you got to do is tell them to be careful. Mighty God, all you got to do, people of God, is tell them to be careful. Be careful with the way they mishandle you. Be careful with the way they slander your name. Be careful with the way they've mistreated you. Some of you people of God have been mistreated just because you're your mother's child. Some of you have been mistreated all your life. People have not even took a second to get to know your character. Some of you people of God have given all you can give to a person who don't even appreciate it. Can I talk about it? I've been there. God is saying in this season, all you got to do is tell them to be careful. Saying be careful is, watch this, saying less. You ought to comment below. I'm going to say less in this season. I'm going to say less in this season because what God is doing for me, I got to close my big mouth. I got to shut up. I got to not say anything. Hold on, people of God. Lord Jesus, I'm in my daughter's room and I'm on the bed and I'm sweating. I have to get to a season where I stop reacting to things that don't deserve my attention. I got to get in a place, people of God, where I stop allowing people to get me out of character. Some of you, watch this, God have not dealt with the situation because you're trying to handle it on your own. Some of you, God have not dealt with the situation because you're busy trying to run down every lie told on you. You are in a season, people of God, where God is saying all you got to do is release a word, and the words are be careful. When you think about be careful, I remember when I used to be younger and I would, try to touch the sockets and mommy would pop my hand. Or you think of a time where the stove was on and somebody tried to reach up at the stove and you would pop them on the hand and say, be careful. God was trying to warn you, or your parents was trying to warn you to back up from that situation. So watch this. You better warn them. They better be careful in this season. Be careful, watch this, with the witchcraft they're trying to put on you. When people of God hear witchcraft, they think of cow tongues being cut off. They think of chicken feathers being pulled. They think of blood being poured. Oh, that's witchcraft, voodoo and black magic and white magic and feathers. Nah, it's bigger than that. Our words carry power. So just somebody speaking over you, man, is witchcraft. Be mindful who you allow to speak over you in this season. God is saying your words, watch this, are more powerful than the witchcraft they tried to apply to your life. Your words are more powerful than the witchcraft they tried to apply to your life. Somebody ought to comment below, my words carry power. So because you begin to know that your words carry power, people of God, you can tell them, be careful. Be careful how you continue to do me. Some of you need to be telling baby daddy, be careful. Be careful for not being in my child's life and taking care of my child. Why? Because my child's about to become the next president. My child is about to become something great. My child is about to become the next governor. My child is about to become, come on, somebody, the next $1 million business owner. So be careful how you're in. And I guess like, oh, I don't know about you, but that thing right there it should have did something to somebody's heart on here. Oh, I feel that thing in the spiritual realm. Some of you people of God need to tell the people on your job, be careful. You ain't even did nothing to them. All you do is walk in on your job and you do it to the best of your ability, and people got a problem with it. Come on, because watch this, people of God. Your boss is favoring you, so they're doing anything and everything to get you kicked out the job. You better tell them, be careful. Some of you need to tell some of the church people in your church who doing you wrong, who's treating you like you nothing, who busy judging your outside appearance instead of getting to know you for who you are, baby. You better be careful. Why? Because I've been through too much hell for this oil on my life. You better be careful. Why? Because God is about to bless me for the very things you laughing at me about. You better be careful. Watch this, how you treat me, because I'm about to be the next biggest thing that God bring you to the platform. Be careful. Be careful. 2 simple words, because your words carry power. Be careful how you treat me. Somebody ought to comment below how you treat me. Because sometimes when you tell people to be careful, they'll say what you saying, be careful. Sometimes people tell people be careful while crossing the streets. Be careful while driving. Wear your seatbelt. Nah, baby, I ain't talking about that type of being careful. I'm talking about being careful with my heart. Being careful how you lie on my name. Being careful how you slander me. Be careful how you look down on me. Be careful how you belittle me. Be careful in this season, because I serve a big God. Be careful in this season, because I'm praying a little more. Be careful in this season, because I'm fasting. Be careful in this season, because I'm believing God to close the mouths of my enemies. So be careful. We have to get to a place, people of God, where we stop giving the enemy so much credit. We have to get to a place, people of God, where we don't have to go back and show people how tough we are. I ain't nothing to play with. I'll knock you out. I'll shoot you. I'll do this and I'll do. Nah, baby, we've already leveled up from that. Be careful. Why? Because my prayers carry a little bit more power than usual. In this season I'm in. Somebody ought to comment below, my prayers carry power. Baby, there's some power behind my prayers. I'm praying a little different right now. I'm trusting God on a whole nother level. There's some power behind my prayers, baby, so be careful. You might want to tread lightly. How you doing me in this season? You might want to tread lightly when you're using my name. You might want to tread lightly when my name is released from your lips in this season. Why? Because my prayers are carrying a little more power than usual. My prayers carry power. My prayers can open doors that no man can shut. So be careful. Somebody ought to comment below, enemy, be careful. Enemy, be careful. Your enemy might be family members. Your enemy might be somebody you close to. Your enemy might be somebody you've been getting into it for a long time. Baby, you better be careful. Be careful, because I'm God's anointed. Be careful, because I pray. It's something about the power behind a praying woman or a praying man. Be careful. I know you want me to respond differently, but I can't in this season. I know you want me to react differently so you can put me behind bars, or you can show people just how ignorant and ghetto I am, but I can't respond like that anymore. Why? Because I got too much to lose. Evangelist Shakira, what do I got to lose? Some of you watch this. I can't afford to lose my mind behind your foolishness. Some of you haven't got sleep because you too focused on how people feel about you or why they ain't talking to you. For what? Who cares if they ain't talking to you? God removed them out of your life because there were unseen conversations that you weren't in their presence in. So he removed you. Some of you are too focused on who likes you, who don't like you, who talking about you, who did. In this season, baby, be careful. Carry on. Somebody ought to comment below, carry on. Go about your day, but be careful when you're using my name. Go about your conversation, baby, but be careful when you're mentioning me. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Act bad and bougie with it. Carry on, but be careful. Be careful. You are in a season where all you got to do is pray, and God shall close the mouths of your enemies. You are in a season where all you got to do is say, God, you better get him, and he shall make your enemies your footstool. You are in a season where you got to say, God, I don't want to hurt him. I don't want a mug shot, so I need you to handle this thing. And he will watch this prepare a table in the presence of your enemies, baby. Use the power that comes between your lips. Your tongue carry power. Speak a word and watch God move. You got too much to lose, so you got to react differently. You got too much to lose, so you can't go back to the old you. You got too much to lose, so you don't got time to address things, watch this, that don't even deserve your presence. Some people, watch this, every action don't deserve a reaction. Every action don't deserve a reaction. Somebody ought to comment below. Watch this. I'm not reacting to the foolishness. I'm Ray Charles to it. Baby, I can't see it. I'm blind to it. So you can call me stupid. And you can think that I don't watch this. I don't get it, or I'm not seeing your heart. Because your mouth says you're for me and you love me, but your heart and your actions show something different. So you can think I'm a fool. Nah. Sometimes you got to play the fool to the fool. You can think I'm stupid. Nah, sometimes you got to act stupid to the stupid. Baby, I got this. I'm in the background. I've already given it to God. Why? Because my prayers carry power. So be careful. Oh, I want to see that thing in capital letters. I just uploaded somebody's next Facebook status. It should say, enemies, be careful. Tag me in that thing. Be careful in this season when you put your mouth on me. Be careful in this season when you slander my name. Be careful in this season when you're talking about me. Be careful in this season. Come on, who this is for? It's not by coincidence that you are on this live, baby. This message was for you. Some of you need to say, be careful in this season to your own family. I know you talk about me. I know you hoping me and my family fail. I know you don't want me and my kids to really come up. Be careful in this season. You think I'm dumb. You think I don't know. You invite me over to eat all your food, and you busy wanting to know what's going on in my life. Nah, I'm playing the fool to the fool. But you better be careful. Because I'm in a different place in my life in this season. I've conquered and overcame some things. I've overcame some things that should have made me lose my mind. I've overcame some things that should have took me out the game. I've overcame depression. I've overcame frustration. I've overcame anger. I've overcame unforgiveness. I've overcame some things in this season. Somebody ought to comment below. I've overcame it. Capital letters. I've overcame some things in this season. So my prayers carry a little more power than usual. Somebody ought to comment below. Be careful. Baby, you better be careful. You better tread lightly. You better be careful in this season. Because my God don't play about me. I'm about my Father's business and he about me. So be careful. Whew. I don't know who this message is for, but I know it's for somebody. Be careful. Be careful how you treat my heart. Be careful how you take advantage of me because I got a good heart. Be careful. Be careful in this season. So you may think you're getting over, baby, but that's not the case. I've already went to my Father about it. My prayers are hitting a little different in this season. It's the prayers for me. Somebody ought to comment below. It's the power in the prayers for me. It's the power in my prayers for me. Somebody ought to comment that thing below, baby. It's the power in my prayers for me in this season. I don't know about you, but I done got my faith up a little bit. So I realize that when I speak a thing, it happens. Be careful in this season. I don't know about you, but if this message has blessed you, I want to challenge somebody to go and sow a $25 seed. The information is put to the bottom. And watch this. I always tell people, do not sow, people of God, unless God have led you to sow into my ministry. But watch this. When in the memo section, I want you to put, be careful. Look, this might sound crazy, but tonight we're sowing into the people who have mistreated us for too long. Baby, you better be careful. Because my prayers carry some power. There was already people sowing, but I always, like to call a number that the Holy Spirit is giving me on tonight. Some of you watch this, you still fighting for a relationship that you've been mistreated in. Baby, I ain't mad with you because I was mistreated for a long time by my husband. You heard me? And I'm telling you, I still stood by him because I was believing God for something different. So watch this. Some of you got to put that seed in the ground to keep you from losing your baby. Be careful. Be careful how you not only treat me in this season, but how you treat my children. Some of you need to put that $25 seed in the ground because watch this, you and your children always been the outcasts in the family. Some of you need to put that $25 seed in the ground because you sick of the people on your job. Sick of being mistreated. Sick of being misused. Sick of being lied on. Sick of being talked about. Sick of watch this, people not liking you who don't even know you. They connected to people's stories. People have, watch this, told them about you. You don't even know me, man. You don't even know me, man. It's not by coincidence. You better tell them, baby, be careful. It's a lot of people sowing, but I don't want you sowing unless you put in the memo section, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. The seed on tonight is $25. Yes, Cash App, Chime in, Zelle is 754-246-0580, and PayPal is Shakira McFadden with 2 N's at AOL.com. I mean, you ain't end up on this live for no reason. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You on this live right there because you needed clarity. You needed God to handle your enemies, and he said it's real simple. Your prayers carry power. Just say 2 words, 2. He ain't saying a lot. 2 words. Be careful. Baby, find you somebody to play with in this season. Tricks out for kids. Be careful. Be careful. You don't know what I just overcame to get to the mental state I'm in right now. You don't know what I just went through that almost took me out. You don't know. Watch this. All of the things I've overcame. So watch this. You might not want to play with me in this season, baby. Be careful. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Tread lightly when you use my name. Carry on. Continue to say what you gonna say. Continue to think I'm a fool. Continue to think I don't really see how you feel about me. Be careful. Don't say I ain't warned you. Be careful. Because God don't play about me. Be careful. Be careful. You needed this word. Yes, you the one that's watching this video. It's not by coincidence that you are on here. You needed this word. You needed reassurance that somebody had your back. It looked like, watch this, I just heard the Holy Spirit say, you look like you're outnumbered by them. Like it's more of them against you. Oh, I just heard that in my spirit. You look like you're outnumbered by them. Because it looked like more of them than you. God says, speak a word. 2 of them. Be careful. Be careful. Some of you watch this before you jumped on this live. You was just arguing with your family or arguing with your significant other or arguing with some people who have spoke on your name and lied on you and have talked about you or some things that wasn't true or you just was on the phone crying to somebody about what's going on with you now. And all God is saying, speak a word. You are in a season, baby, where your words carry power. Stop all the crying. Wipe your tears. Shut up. You cry too much. Get out your feelings. Speak a word over it. And watch God move. Watch God move. Tired of being used and abused. Tired of being lied on and talked about. Speak a word. And watch God do it. The seed on tonight was $25. I'm seeing people sow $50. Some people may be sowing $50 because they put the seed in the ground for them and their children, or they're putting the seed in the ground for them and their husband, or they're putting the seed in the ground for them and somebody else. Speak a word. The word is be careful. Some of you need to tell your own mama and daddy that. They favor your sisters and brothers more than they favor you. You always been the ugly duckling or the one forgotten about out of all the kids. You better tell you, sometimes it takes for you to tell your own parents, baby, be careful. Be careful. God created me to be differently for a reason. Be careful when it comes to my name. Man, listen. If this message has blessed you, I want you to get tagged and share. Follow me on YouTube at Shakira McFadden, Instagram at evangelist.Shakira. I don't have no other Instagram pages. Be mindful when you see people coming in these comments saying cash out for a blessing and all of that BS. It be fake pages and I can't block them all. I got 500,000 followers. Use wisdom. If this message has blessed you, the seed on tonight was $25. Cash App, Chime, and Zelle is 754-246-0580. PayPal is Shakira McFadden with 2 N's at AOL.com. Be careful. Real simple. I love you too, Crystal Oliver. Be careful. That's all you got to tell them. Be careful. You talking too much. You putting up too much Facebook status. You're too busy crying to your friends about how they treated you. All you got to do is say, be careful. Why? Because I've already prayed about it. I've already prayed about it. Be careful. Joseph forgave his brothers' own blood, threw them in the pit. He forgave his brothers, but he didn't forget what they did. You can forgive. You ain't got to forget it. But you can forgive. Be careful. Once you put that status up, dear enemies, be careful. Tag me in that thing. Before I get off, I want everybody to begin to comment that thing below. Dear enemies, be careful. Dear enemies, be careful. Baby, I don't know about you, but I got a few enemies. Dear enemies, be careful. Dear enemies, be careful. I love you, Tiffany Bowman, baby. Dear enemies, be careful. I love you, Shay Redden. I see all of my babies on here. Dear enemies, be careful. I love you, Shamil. I love you, Bestie Pam. I see a few of my crew on here. I love you, Tanya, prophetess Tanya. I ain't mad with you no more. I was mad with that woman. She didn't come to my graduation. Sure was. And who gonna check me? I was mad, upset. I ain't mad no more because she prayed for me. Listen, y'all. Yeah, dear enemies, be careful. Why I don't see it? Okay, Dana Brooks, I'm in agreement with you. Okay, I'm starting to see it. I see you, Tanya Parker. Dear enemies, be careful. For real, that's how you got to do them. Sabrina, I love you, Queen. Dear enemies, be careful. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Take care. Be careful.